Hey, GDev. Hey, Josh. Hey, Honekane. How's it going? We're close to 200. Um, probably, probably probably about 7 hours away, actually, which isn't so bad. Probably. I don't know. I hit 17,000 today, so thank you for that. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully it's not so bad. Oh. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot that I was at the beginning of the round and not, like in a round transition. We're gonna be doing a little bit of science this stream. Do I have a war machine right now? I do. Look at that. Alright, I gotta focus. I gotta make sure I don't make the mistake of downing right at the beginning of a stream. Can't do that. Oh my god, I knocked down 2 zombies. Oh boy. Hate to ask random questions, but I'm running 5 and ran into the trap glitch where zombies avoided after the Pentagon Thief. That's a soft lock, unfortunately. You have to restart the game. There is no fix. The fix is don't kill the Pentagon Thief too quickly on the Pentagon Thief round. Like, don't kill him while the trap is still on. Or at least avoid it at all costs. What round were you on when it happened? Hopefully you didn't lose too much progress. Am I on port? No. You can sometimes kill him while the trap is running. The trap cannot remain on all the way to the next round. If it's on for the entire Pentagon Thief round, all the way to the next round, then, like, that'll crash. Or, not crash. That'll, soft lock you. So, which is why I like... a part of the reason why I like to put the claymores in the elevator is because bringing him to the elevator takes just long enough that, like, you usually won't run into that issue. Oh my god. Alright, you guys gonna start running into the room again for no reason? Online search results very rarely are when it comes to this niche stuff, and even less so today than back then.
I'm just gonna leave this here for now.
It just increased by 100. Why is it increasing so much out of nowhere? I don't understand. Like, why do I have so many GSC threads? Hey, Explosive Watermelon, how's it going? Late night buried on a Monday is crazy. I was working today. I could have streamed. I was gonna stream a couple hours ago, but I was just chilling. Do a little bit today. Nothing crazy. Maybe I'll get up. I'll probably hit 40 hours in game by today. Still, I'm doing some science as well, because something is likely wrong with my game that we're trying to figure out. Ideally, before I crash. Or better yet, I just hit 255 before I worry about crashing, but every increase makes me more concerned. Something's wrong with my game, how so? So this number right here, GSC threads, is like 1,500 more than what it was for 2 of the other 255s. And nobody knows why. And when we went to check, this number is like 5,000 more than it should be, and we don't know why. And now I'm concerned. But we are monitoring the situation. Yeah, it's a little scary. How's your game going, Drain? It's 3 a.m., not where I live. Here in the civilized world. I don't know if it's flopping in the tunnel. My current theory is that it could be flopping for the first 30 rounds, but I don't feel like 30 rounds would have that much of an impact, like as much as it currently is. The amount of impact that it has right now is like ridiculous, where it feels like 30 rounds worth should not affect it nearly that much. Hey, Matsko. But anyway, if you see the number increase... Yeah, I went from B23R to Tunnel to Subwoofer. But, like, Tunnel shouldn't affect it that much. B23R for 30 rounds should not increase it by over 1,000. That's, like, a lot. Yeah, if the number goes too high, the game crashes. What was Mole Man? Mole Man only did Tunnel. So that is the difference, is I didn't do Tunnel. Will I make it to 200 this stream? No, not this stream. That's too far away. I'm gonna play for probably 3 hours. I have 2 dumps so far. I'm just monitoring. All right. Chat, you all have a job, which is anytime anyone sees this number specifically, the max GSC childs, anytime anyone sees this number increase, if I don't see it, you gotta tell me. You have to point it out. Because we are using the information to help me and help us determine what the hell's going on. Thinking about going to school dressed like a femboy and I'm scared AF? What are you scared about? I mean, my honest advice, I can't necessarily guarantee that you will or won't get bullied. I hope you don't get bullied. But dress how you want to dress. I would much rather dress confidently the way that I enjoy dressing rather than wear things I don't enjoy just for the sake of pleasing or not pissing off people that I already don't like. Wear whatever you want, and do so with confidence. It's my honest advice. That's always what has worked for me. Not that I dress as a femboy, but definitely liked my outfits. Why? This is pissing me off how much I shoot the grenades, they land right next to the turbine, and the turbine just doesn't break. And then one zombie hits it and it dies in one hit. Maybe it would serve me well to put the turbine down here and then avoid all that, but... My problem is I forget when I have the war machine and when I don't. And then I'm gonna end up placing it down here and realizing I don't have a war machine in the first place. Oh. Thanks. Appreciate it. Great. Thank you. Thank you. Anyway. Yeah, Leroy's overpowered. Project Iconic? I don't know what that is. Mod menu? Oh. I never used that one. When you were playing modded lobbies in World at War, did anyone force the lobby into extinction mode? I don't remember that. I don't believe so. Why? What's extinction mode? I do remember, why can't I rewind the stream? That's on your end. YouTube does allow you to rewind the stream natively. I do remember somebody modded my account without my consent, of course, on World at War and made me, like, made my XP super negative and made me, like, 16th prestige or whatever. And I remember, like, I couldn't play anything because multiplayer was unlocked at level 1. And I ended up fixing it by getting my own mod menu and then just setting my rank on zombies. Like, I set my multiplayer rank. Oh my fucking god! How do you get your turbine to last so long? Yours tends to break after 4 to 5 minutes. 4 to 5 minutes is like the maximum amount of time it will last. And mine have been lasting... Why? All right. Well, it wasn't the perk. Why did I just get clapped? I said I was trying to avoid that. What the fuck is going on? God, I'm so disoriented right now. I don't understand what's happening. And I'm gonna get these zombies to knock down. Watch. The ones that are back there, yeah, they're all gonna get knocked down. I gotta bring them closer. Pause and take a 10-minute break. I'm 1 round into the stream. I'm not taking a break. That's, like, how do you think that'll make it better? Because I'm super frustrated. You know what frustrates me more than anything is when people tell me to pause and take a break. Just stop, please. I can't focus when the fucking turbine just refuses to break. And then I get clapped for no reason. Yeah, the paralyzer does nothing. Doesn't kill zombies. No, the Mark II also does nothing on this round. It would take about 36 entire Mark IIs to kill a single zombie. I only had that for just the last 3 rounds. Like, I only had that perk sitting there for like 3 rounds. I highly doubt, because my GSC threads were always this high before I did that, so I highly doubt it's that. Although, I guess we'll see, like, if the number stops increasing for the rest of the stream or something. Have I done Revelations high round yet? Yes, I've been to round 255. How many ray guns would it take? I have to sit and do the math to actually be able to tell you. Thought the ray gun had terrible high round potential. It does. You meant, well, so does the Mark II. The Mark II does have a good headshot multiplier, but a good headshot multiplier when the zombie's health is a little over 2 billion. And, like, when we talk about, doesn't a headshot do, like, 100,000 damage? So, 100,000 times 1,000 is 10 million. No. Yes. No. 100,000 times 1,000 is 100 million. No. How many zeros is that? Jeez, I'm tired. Okay, 2 billion divided by 100,000 would be... Move the decimal over 5 places. It would still be... It would be about 2,100 headshots with a Mark II. To be able to kill a single zombie. With a pack-a-punched Mark II. Something else is leaking? Yeah, the question is what? And why?
At least I know what I'm paying for.
And why by so much? Yeah, that's my, like,
Just gonna leave this here for now.
in my head math is it would take about 2,100 headshots to a single zombie to kill them. See, moment, I'm like, I'm getting myself paranoid. The more I see the number increase, the more I go, oh my god, am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? I feel like I just gotta chill, but like, it increased by 100 this stream, and I'm like, geez, why? Is buried top 3 most boring high round maps? Not even close. I'm becoming issues. I doubt it, Void. Like, I don't see why that couch, because it's, well, like, it shouldn't be that, because my threads have been ridiculously high for a lot of the game. So if it was just the couch, I only did that like 20 rounds ago. It wouldn't be nearly as big of a difference. I will say, you know what I'm really tired of is people coming into the stream and telling me that I should be bored. Like, that's going higher and higher on my pet peeve list the longer this game goes on. I'm not bored right now. I'm not bored at all. Hey, Yukio. How's it going? You keep getting told it's the most boring map to high round? By who? Like, decide that for yourself. Do you think it's boring? I don't think it's boring. Go for a high round on the map. Hey, Cowrie. And you tell me how bored you are when you get to round 100. And then play for 87 more rounds and tell me how bored you are. And then I will compare and I'll tell you how bored I am. Which is not very bored. I only started the stream. Oh my god. I like panicked and I forgot my weapon order. I was trying to pick up the weapon that was coming out of the box. Down to only around 56, trying to flawless die rise. Die rise is like deceptively tricky. It's a very easy strategy, but sometimes the zombies just fall down and like clap you out of nowhere. Is it true that Vonderhaar had more to hand in this map than Zelensky? I have no idea. I was always under the impression that it was Zelensky, but then a lot of people said it was Vonderhaar. I don't know. There's a glitch spot on Die Rise that to make the zombies pile below you. Are you talking about the one in the room with the hole? That as a strategy that is just slower than playing normally. By quite a bit. That's what makes it fun, though, Yukio. Is, like, the Sliquifier is almost a dangerous weapon to use. BO2 maps are all super unique. What do you think the Sliquifier actually shoots? BO2 is... Voltray does not crash the game, no.
I'm just gonna leave this here for now.
BO2 is very unique in the sense that basically every map on the game plays very different from one another. BO3, there's some variants, but like a lot of strategies revolve around Deadwire. BO1, there's variants, but the general concept of horde, kill, repeat, gather 24 zombies at a time, kill them all, repeat, is prevalent among a lot of maps. But BO2 high rounds, other than the 4 survival maps, which are themselves such a unique experience, every map plays very differently. That's also relatively true for Black Ops 4. Where, like, yeah, the Helian Salvo's good, but every strategy plays very uniquely. Have I done 100 on all the BO2 maps? I've done it on all of the main maps. The only maps where it is possible, but I have not done it, are Town and Nuketown, but I'm not going for those. But I've done it on Transit, Die Rise, Mob, Buried, and Origins. BO1 is harder 100s, BO2 is more unique 100s. Yeah, I would say that. They should remaster Transit and bring Bus Route B into play. They should create a new map that's good. No maps play quite like the survival maps at all, other than Call of the Dead, which even itself is sort of very unique from the survival maps because of the fact that it technically has an infinite damage weapon, the fact that, like, you have a way to kill that isn't ray guns and, I guess, the scavenger. The fact that co-op high rounds are so different than solo. Alpha Omega on the BO2 engine might be good. Probably would be. It depends how much damage the ray guns do. Because they're not very good on, like, hardcore difficulty, so I'm kind of hesitant that they would be good on BO2 in general. Alright, I gotta be close to the end of the round. Also, wasn't my last Witch round on 183? So I believe I get my safety net back. Does the child's number slow down yet? We're carefully monitoring the situation. I think I'm getting overly paranoid. But also at the same time, there is something that is leaking and we don't know what. Because my number's way bigger than it should be. The real question is my number so concerningly big that it's going to affect my ability to get to 255? And I think the answer to that is probably not. I think I'll still make it. But, like, the max GSC Child's, Moleman's was 53,000 when he hit 255. Mine is going to be in the low 60,000s. Hopefully. Willing, thank you for the channel membership.
What saith their God?
BO8 should have more survival type maps with no load. Yeah, they should actually scale the difficulty a lot more. Is my first. Ice Soup this week. Hey, don't blame me. I made my channel membership only $1. So that you can afford a nice, good Campbell's soup. Can. I don't like how every time I look at the current GSC Childs, it sits at the early 9,000. Yukio, thank you for the channel membership. Really? Come on. It's not the chalk. That definitely wouldn't. I do have an idea, though. I'm gonna save a zombie this round. I have a stupid idea. There's no way. There's no way it's this. But I thought of it, and now I'm not gonna be satisfied until I test it. And you made me think of it with the chalk, because I was thinking about the buildables. There's... At the beginning of this game, I believe it was the beginning of this game, I built one of the parts for the gallows. Just one. And I don't know why I did. I just picked it up when I went in the church, and I was like, oh, that's funny. I didn't realize that was there, and just built it. There's no way it's the game waiting for me to build the rest of the parts to move on to the next step, right? There's no way it's the game waiting for me to progress the Easter egg. Surely that's not it. That would be really silly if that was it. That wouldn't make a lot of sense if that was it. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. I am gonna test it when the round ends. Hey, Olek. I highly doubt it. Maxis doesn't have some sort of quote when you build one of the parts like he does on Transit, right? Like on Transit, when you like pick up the last part, it'd be like, yes, finish the device, do it. I wonder if the game's waiting for that moment. How many zombies are left? Alright, this is last. Let's just... Let's just do some cleanup around the map right now. Alright? Starting with this.
Don't look like much. Little
There's no way. There's no way. I highly doubt it.
I can fix almost anything.
I highly, highly doubt it. Like, he's talking right now. Is it because I built one part and it was waiting for him to talk? No way, right? Also, let's open this. For the sake of... alright. What am I testing now? I have a stupid theory about this error. That doesn't make a lot of sense. What other part do I need? Is it the antenna, or is it the... Oh, it's not the satellite dish. It's the one that's in the gunsmith, right? It's the one that's in here. This.
Maybe I can make something useful if I find the other parts.
There's no way it's this. There's simply no way.
Never knew I was so good with my hands, did you?
Is there another part? Almost complete. What's the last part? Is it that crystal? Isn't there like a crystal up here somewhere? Where does that spawn again? Or what's the part that I'm missing? Thought it spawned here. That might be a Richtofen only. Is No Mole Man in the chat? I don't know. He was a second ago. What's the part that I'm missing? Is it in the witch's house? Hold on. What error is the buildable causing? Most likely nothing. Battery, spool of wire, antenna, bulbs. Oh, the antenna. No, it's not that. It's it's this. It's this part. It's not the crystal. The crystal's only for Richtofen, and the reason why that part didn't spawn is because I've already done the Richtofen side on this profile. Yeah, so it's not that. It's not. No, you don't need to avoid Voltrade. You never did. It's not that. It was a thought. I don't know. All right, let's just keep progressing so I don't waste time.
Shatter their will.
How long are rounds at this point? They're a little over 30 minutes. Hughes, thanks for the sub. Come on, zombie, despawn. Come on, zombie, despawn. Do all buildables? All buildables are done. Yeah, I found the parts. It's not that. It's definitely not that. Which map on BO3 is the easiest round 100? Revelations. Hey, Grizzy. How are my variables going up? I don't know. Do I think I could 255 with them? Probably. Is it, like, by far? There's a few that are easy. Revelations is, in my opinion, the easiest. I wouldn't say by far the easiest. There's a lot of easy ones. Like, all of them, almost. Okay, yeah, it's definitely not that. It could be that I paralyzed too many zombies. I don't feel like it would be that either. Doesn't make sense. Oh, I should have been hitting the box. Oh well. Kotaro, no. The current world record ran this strategy the entire game. A lot of people keep coming in, asking me why I'm not running Trample Steam strat, and you are just acting on outdated information. The latest world record ran this strat the whole game. Am I on pace to hit the fastest 255? No, I'm not. I'll be second fastest, I think. I do not have to run Trample Steam ever, and Vulture doesn't crash the game. That's all outdated information. Do I have a Revelations Round 100 guide? Just watch my Revelations Round 255 video, because I explain the entire strategy there in enough detail that you can get to Round 100. Yeah, it is too late to run Saloon. All the doors are open. It also wouldn't help. It's not. That's not what the issue is. It would, like, I can't switch now. It wouldn't fix it. Well, map 1, Call the Dead. You're welcome, Years Past. Causes problems in World at War custom maps? Well, blame whoever coded them into World at War. Just gonna move on to Transit. Alright. Transit's pretty chill. Solo 100? Yeah. That's the plan. I'm gonna do solo and co-op. Just because solo's kind of its own beast in a lot of ways. Did you, Yukio, did you shoot the sign before you started the high round strategy? Did you, quote-unquote, unpatch the sickle fire? Because I did find in my game, when I did that, it made it a lot easier to have the zombies not drop down. You did? Okay. Why does the Wonder Off electricity look so clean in World at War? I feel like it looks even cleaner on Black Ops 1. I think that's the best iteration of the WAF.
Shatter their will!
Waleed, thanks for the sub. Yeah, it happens. You just gotta be mindful of that. Sometimes, I don't know exactly where you're standing on the platform, but, like, I want you to imagine, so, like, if right here is, like, the upper platform, and then here's your lower platform, some people stand in this corner so that you're kind of against where the window spawn is. I like to stand on this corner over here and shoot that way, because it attracts fewer of the zombies that are standing right here. If that makes sense. What's the highest round my game crashed on? On which map? On this map? Never. Yeah, that is true, Void. There's no glitch shots in World at War, I believe. At least I don't remember that existing. It is the longest 100 on average. Like, when you're learning the strategy, it is going to take you a while with the jet gun. But it's the sort of thing, like, slow and steady wins the race, but when you get good at using the jet gun, you can sub 6, which is what the world record is. So it can be really fast. It's just, like, it's entirely dependent on your skill with the jet gun. Making a series on YouTube getting to around 50 on every map would be fun. You should try to go for around 100. A lot of them are pretty easy. A lot of round 100s are easy enough that with enough practice, you'll be able to do it. Hey, Olek. You died to fall damage on Doris? Where? Dropping down to power? Round 100 and call the dead? Yeah, that's a good idea. That one's also pretty easy if you know what you're doing. You think I'm being sarcastic, but I'm not. Some of the chatters know. What map do you think I should? Let's start with what game do you want to play first? Like, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3... What's your preference? You would want to on Black Ops 2? Try Die Rise. Because it's a little tricky in the sense that, like, it is going to take you multiple attempts, probably. But the strategy's very simple, and it's very fast. And you will get to a high round really quickly, and even if you don't succeed, it's easy to hop right back in and keep trying. And when you do get the successful run, you will get it in 3 hours and change. Like, you will get to 100 in 3 hours and change. So that's my recommendation. Oh, it increased again. Alright, just do the thing. First day of college was a vibe? Nice. What'd you do today? Mole Man, are you here right now or no? Alright, well, listen. Health class and English. You have to take health class? Or I guess you're choosing to take health class, I'd imagine. That's not a gen ed, right? Fuck off. Alright, time for a new turbine, I guess. I'm losing so much time. Hey, Mark.
It's a turbine. Like the ones
What do I teach? What do you mean? You said I'm a teacher? I am a teacher. I teach CPR, mainly. That's what I do most of the time. When did I say that, though? I didn't say that this stream. Looking forward to the Call of the Dead video. I'm working on it. It's gonna be a good one, trust. On the 13th of September? Is that new strategy easier than the sketchy one prompt used for 105? I would say so, yeah. Well, I mean, I think the first Call of the Dead video is probably going to release earlier than that. Die Rise is very easy. It's easy to learn the layout. Would I prefer Double Tap 2 or PhD? What map am I on? Is it a window exploit strategy? See, you're asking too many questions. You'll just have to wait and see. In general, I can't... Okay, in general, I would want to know what map I'm on and what weapons I'm using. That entirely changes the answer to that question. How many downs? 9. Not great, I know, but downs don't super matter. Fine, transit? I would rather have flopper over double tap. Round number greater than down number. I mean, if the opposite is true, regardless of what you're playing, something's very wrong. What's yellow and can't swim? Donald Trump? I don't know. Yeah, the only thing that matters is the round number. if you get to round 255 and you have 255 downs, all that matters is that you got there. You're gonna be slow as shit for having 255 downs, but, you know, that's, you know, not the point. Oh, fuck off! I was worried they were gonna... Oh, and that monkey's gonna knock them all down. I was worried they were gonna go after me, and I didn't trust it. Well, alright, it's fine. And this is far back. Great. Around 255 with 255 downs is more impressive. In a weird way, yeah. Because you have to be on a map where you can even take that many downs and be able to recover your quick revive that many times. Gorod Krovi, yeah. Gorod Krovi, you would lose hours if you took it down every round. If Mob wasn't so slow, you could do it there. Yeah. Mob, Gorod, anything where you're using near-death experience, I guess. My round 100 on Mob, I had like 25 downs. Like, it's kind of annoyingly easy to just end up in a bad situation. Most of the time it doesn't matter anyway, but...
I'm just gonna leave this here for now. Right off your feet that time.
What do the numbers on the right side represent? My likelihood of crashing. A lot of times, like, it's about leaving the little room and, like, getting trapped by zombies that just barely didn't die to the trap. And then they come right through and just block you. Either that, or walkers that are inside of the little room when you activate the trap and you try to go in and then just get downed. Round 255 is the goal. Guessing you haven't seen the BO2 menu in weeks? Well, I started this game less than 2 weeks ago, so... Hi, Olek, for the 3rd time. Oh. Is transit hard to recover if you get downed? I don't think so. You just gotta very early make sure to get away from the zombies, like throw a monkey as quickly as you can. But then once you start running through the fog, actually also you'll have perma tombstone, so you only have to get quick revive. But like once you start running through the fog, zombies are gonna keep respawning and despawning, and like you can just kind of keep running without ever running into any, basically. Yeah, if you have perma tombstone, it's super easy. You get up with Jug still. Like the one for the town. Who else is sick of that quote already? We have like 50 something more hours of listening to it. I don't think I'm going to be that much slower than Mole Man. I know I'm going to be slower. Hopefully not more than like 3 hours slower. What's my favorite and least favorite character to listen to? My favorite is Ultimus Richtofen, and my least favorite is collectively the entire Dead of the Night crew. They are, every single one of them is fucking annoying. Godfrey the least so, I guess. Hey, Pool of Omega. Who's the most annoying and least annoying from the Victus crew? The most annoying is Marlton. Least annoying is, Misty, ironically enough. It's my favorite and least favorite perma perk. My favorite is perma tombstone, and my least favorite is double pistol points. Waff first or mule kick first on BO1 Darius? In a perfect world, Waff. Okay, well, here's my answer. Do mule kick first, because what kept happening to me in my games was I put my Waff in my second slot while my Mustang and Sally's were in my first slot. Then I bought the Bowie knife, which shifted the slots by 1, and that's why I kept going down and losing the Waff. So what you should honestly do is put the Waff in your third slot with mule kick, then buy the Bowie knife. Hey, Max. And then your Waff will be your first weapon, and your Mustang and Sally's will be your second. Thank you. Are you playing on console, or are you playing on PC, Yukio? Can you join after this game? Actually, no, I shouldn't say that, because the last time I said that... Pluto, are you using B2op? Because it gives you all the permaperks automatically. Because the last time I said that, somebody started, like, messaging me over and over again, saying, you said I could join after the game, remember? And that was, like, 20 hours after I had said that, like, deep into a Moon game or something. And I was like, no, I don't remember, because I was joking. If you haven't started your game yet, you need to be running with B2op, because first of all, it is required for the leaderboards, not that you're necessarily submitting or anything, but it's like, you don't have to worry about permaperks or bank or anything ever, you just always have it. You get the Bowie Knife before Mule Kick, that's fine. Getting the Bowie Knife before a Mule Kick will still swap your slots, so I would still say put the Wonder Waff in your third slot, because it won't actually be your third slot. Make it so that you have Wonder Waff, and then immediately after Wonder Waff, you have Mustang and Sally's, and then Ray Gun. Because if you go down, you won't lose the Waff. Oh my god, it just went up again. By a lot. By an extremely concerning amount. The in-game timer is included with the patch. Okay, Mole Man, I have a question. Yeah, that's what I was doing just right this second. Is there a reason... So this is yesterday's, and then this is each of the times it increased. Is there a reason why it's way more lines each time? Or is it just, like, a byproduct of typing the command over and over again? Who's gonna volunteer Mr. JZM to do a mouth-to-mouth demonstration? That's not what I teach. Oh, okay. I see. Alright, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay, the problem is it has increased by 300 since I started the stream, and that's only been 2 rounds. And if it keeps increasing by more and more, then we're actually approaching the territory where it's going to prevent me, and... One mem tree dump? How do I do that? And then I go into the same folder? Or where do I find... Does anyone know why he never holds out claymores on BO1 for faster spawns? Because holding out claymores on BO1 doesn't make faster spawns? What? Alright. Okay, well, I did the mem tree dump. We gotta figure out what this is, because, like, 300 in an hour is a problem. And I don't know. Check memtree value. Okay. Memtree explore? Oh, okay, wait. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, like I said, the faster we figure it out, I'm keeping an eye on it. But like I said, it's increased by 300 in the last hour. That's a major problem. I need it to slow down, otherwise we're in endangered territory. And I don't know what I'm, like, I don't know. I'm gonna be really annoyed if it is that fucking couch at the end of all of this. Which doesn't feel like it would make any sense. None! Oh, great. Thanks. You're so helpful, zombies. Anything! See, was that so hard? Definitely something related to the buildables? Okay. Alright, I will keep providing dumps. I'm patiently waiting. Just passing by to say that these times were really fucking hard for me. You and your good skills make survive the anxiety really more easy from the bottom of your heart. Thank you. What? Huh? Have I had to do CPR IRL? One time, yes. For anyone that was wondering why I just went huh to that otherwise very wholesome message, read the last 3 words. What? Did I break his ribs? Yeah? Yeah, it was his. Not that he needed to be concerned about that. That's a part of the process of doing CPR, is you're gonna break their ribs. Is that a given? That is a given. Like, if you're not breaking their ribs when you do CPR, you're probably not going deep enough. I'm a hero? I wouldn't call myself that. I'm sure the guy you saved would, though. I don't think he's able to say that or anything anymore. And I wouldn't use the word saved. I did CPR. It went about as well as the average CPR experience goes. Like, Like, if you start CPR in under a minute after cardiac arrest, they have a 90% chance of surviving. It was longer than a minute before I even found the guy.
Don't get back up.
Am I an EMT? No, I'm not. I train a lot of EMTs. I am not myself an EMT. You guys are the ones that asked. Which is also, it's a weird thing to be a CPR instructor. And people, because that's one of the questions I get asked very often, especially when I'm teaching, is like, oh, have you ever done this before? And my answer is always, yeah, I have. You'd let me break your ribs? I appreciate that. How long is this round? Are we at 35-minute rounds? It's the reality. When you find somebody lacking a pulse, you act and you do what you can. And I did what I could in the moment. But yeah, people are always frightened when they find out their CPR instructor has only done CPR one time and the person didn't survive. But that is simply a fact of it's not always going to go well. How traumatized was I? I wasn't traumatized. I was fine. Shaken for the rest of that day, I guess, but... yeah, 1 out of 10. It's part of the job. And more importantly, dealing with that sort of grief is also part of the job, whether you are trained to do so or not, which, you know, is part of the things that I teach to many of my students is, what do you do when it doesn't go as expected? Yeah, I'm going for 255. Which is you assess what could have gone better. You assess what went well. You take notes. And you move on to the next one. And you don't let it get to you. So, same, but different. Is that what you're referencing? That movie's great. They'll always have been worse off if I was there. I mean, listen, if I wasn't there, they might have drifted away into the ocean. I guess. They might not have ever been found, for all I know. And probably the lifeguards would have been an even... I was not the one on duty, by the way. I was on vacation when this happened. I was at the beach with my family, not working when I had to work. And the lifeguards, I don't know what happened to them because it wasn't inside the United States. But what do I do for work? I'm a CPR instructor. Is there a way to make the watermark thing on the top right for B2op smaller? Like this? I don't know. Possibly. Probably. But I would ask somebody else. I don't know the answer. Mole Man, are you still here? I have another thing that I should mention, which shouldn't matter. I highly doubt it matters, but I'm gonna say it in the hopes that it doesn't matter. In this game, when I was on round 83, I accidentally interacted with a turbine and picked it up one time without noticing. And it was the only time I did it the whole game. One buildable. I just wanted to make sure. I was like, there's no way. Like, oh, one buildable, you're fucked. Like, I was literally walking to pick up a resonator, and then I was like, wait, where the hell did my turbine go? And it was in my inventory. Oh, I forgot to hit the box. Silly. Oh, well. Like, oh, you do it once, you're fucked. That would make this map so much worse. I'm already skeptical. Look, it's already sitting at like 4,900. You ended up getting to round 50, farming all your points you lost in the bank yesterday. Well, that's good. I'm assuming deposited a lot of points back. That'd be like glitching the roof spawn on BO1 Moon. Mole Man knows firsthand how annoying that could be. Like you're on round 235 unburied. You accidentally pick up one fucking turbine, your whole game's over. Just BO1 has a lot fewer errors than BO2 on the whole. Or Origins in its entirety is just a mess. I remember a few months ago I saw a post on the subreddit that was like, why is transit so difficult for the game to handle, but Origins runs fine? And I remember commenting on the post, I was like, Origins is the most unstable map. Like, it just crashes after 26 hours. Do I think it's likely the game will allow me to get a 255? I sure hope so. Right now, I just need to keep playing and not panic. That's really funny. Camped on the roof, opposite of Jug, used the Paralyzed in the Mark II. That strategy's very slow. Very, 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 very slow. If he could fucking, imagine you're just like chilling at Gen 2 and you're getting grabbed by a Panzer Claw all the way from the church. That would be horrifying. Well, no, it's not that the Horizon strat is any different than what I included in the video. It's just that I want to redo that video and make it better. And I want an excuse to play Horizon again. So, even though I have a tutorial, I'm not counting it. I just want an excuse to play it again, and I want an excuse to make a better tutorial that's more detailed. It's not a different strategy, though. All these, oh my god, these fucking knockdown zombies, you pieces of shit. You pieces of shit. Hey, Nate. How's, Rex going? I saw, are you on round, what round are you on right now? I saw Decal hit 900 today. I love how Modern Zombies is perfectly balanced. Map came out 4 days ago, round 900.
Probably best to just lose it. Got knocked right off your feet that time.
Trying to hit round 100 on every map. Nice. BO3 is a lot of fun. You're only on 556.
Don't get back up.
It does look like a really fast map.
But I know you felt.
For better or for worse.
Do yourself a favor. Don't get back up.
Also, when DE comes back around, that's gonna be another one of the maps that, like, I'm gonna try to play out and see if I can push to 255. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I was gonna say maybe it's worth privating or unlisting my existing DE video to encourage people to vote for it, but at the same time, like, it's a good video. It's just not that detailed because it only goes into the high round strategy and it doesn't talk about, like, any of the setup. And it's also worth mentioning, like, in that video I didn't build any bows at all. But when I end up doing my tutorial, I'm gonna be like, listen, if you want it... Oh, it fucking increased again. Wait. Why did my logs not store? Oh my god. Well, man, I literally submitted 4 logs, and then I was on a different page, and I went back, and they're gone. Do I... Remain available for up to 24 hours. I'm gonna trust that it's just somewhere else. Alright. Yeah, this is getting ridiculous. Yeah, the next map's gonna be Call of the Dead. Yeah, well, I said everything about the high round strategy, but I didn't talk about the early rounds at all. I think an important part of the tutorial is like, okay, so how do you get to round 25? What should you be doing along the way? Oh, I have a war machine. I didn't notice.
It's a turbine, like the ones in the town.
Yeah, that's what that video is missing. And I can also talk about, like, technically it is faster to use a bow. I just don't use a bow. I actually, if anything, for the DE tutorial, the real question is, like, am I going to say use a bow, or am I going to say skip all the bows because they are annoying to build? Which they are. The bows don't necessarily drop off. They are just difficult to use because you have to be spammy. I think, yeah, it is more comfy with a bow. But also the consideration is like, hey, if I say no bows, it's less setup. But I'm probably going to talk about Stormbow.
Don't get back up.
Your monkey fail. That can happen. Event 256. You gotta be extra spammy with the bow, is the thing. Like, don't trust that the bow is going to get all the zombies. You need to just spam extra. Misty spam in the same line. Yeah, the Panzer can be difficult to kill with the HVK. I do find the shotgun is a lot better at doing so. The problem is, if you're running a bow, then you only have 2 AATs. But if you're running 2 AATs and one of them's on the KRM, it's difficult to get ammo for that. How long have I been streaming? It's been almost 2 hours. And I'm not even 3 rounds.
Freaks are really trying to tighten the screws.
Yikes.
Do yourself a favor. Don't get back up.
It increased again. I already did the dump for the 49904. Alright, question. So, I clicked on a different thing, and then I came back here, and all the first 4 just disappeared. Is it... what... do I... Is it... Where is it? Do I have to worry? Do you guys have access to this, or... Just did the buried Easter egg. How long did the last step take you?
Banged into something. It's a turbine, like the ones in the town.
Temporary logs. But it says remain available for up to 24 hours, so... Is it saved? Okay, so Zio does have access. If Zio has access, I don't have to worry? I just wanted to make sure I didn't just, like, lose them. Okay, so that's fine then.
Feeling the boom?
Took you like 20 attempts. Okay, that's not terrible. I remember when I was like 13 years old doing the buried Easter egg for the first time, it took me like 2 hours with the team I was with, and it was all randoms. But we finally got it. And then I think I only did it... I've only done that Easter egg like twice, genuinely. Okay, I will. I did it once on the Richthofen side, and then I did the Richthofen endgame, and then I wanted to experience the Maxis endgame, and so I did the Maxis ending on all 3 maps. On Xbox, this is, like, on the 360. But funnily enough, I never ended up finding a team of 4 players who had all done the Maxis side Easter eggs who wanted to do the endgame with me. So I never, like, interacted with that endgame. And I think if I logged into my Xbox and, like, went online, it would be all Maxis. It'd be all red for all 3. On Plutonium, it's all Richthofen for me. Not that I've done the Easter eggs, I just, like, had it set that way. Fuck off! Come on. There was something I wanted to test with the Maxis ending, which is, whenever you do the Maxis ending, there will always be one blue-eyed zombie approximately every horde, which is like Richthofen, and it has quotes and everything, like it's Richthofen. What I do know is that the blue-eyed zombie gives a guaranteed power-up. Like, every time you kill the blue-eyed zombie, you get a power-up. My question is, does that blue-eyed zombie power-up circumvent the 4-drop per round limit? Because if it does, then some team of 4 players has the ability to make the buried world record just cracked. Because you could just spam insta-kills.
Feeling the boom? You may not have seen it, but I know you felt it. Fall down is all you're good for.
It felt like having What are the numbers? Complicated to explain. This resonator placement's so weird. The numbers, Jordan.
Fall down is all you're good for. Do yourself a favor. Don't get back up.
'Pretty sure you had more than 4 power-ups per round. I have to check myself. Because that's like... That's like completely untapped technology right there. If you could just have 4 players do the max ascending and get hella power-ups.
Do yourself a favor. Don't get back up. I knocked you right off your feet that time.
W189. 200 in no time. My halfway, I'm just under halfway.
Don't get back up.
The halfway mark is right around 45 hours. I did kind of burn a little time, so I might actually be slightly higher than that. I don't know, or slightly lower.
Feeling the boom? Probably best to I knocked you right off your feet that time. Feeling the boom?
I don't trust that. Okay.
It's a turbine, like the ones in the town. I'm just gonna leave this here for now. I knocked you right off your feet that time. Falling down is all you're good for. Falling down is all you're good for. Do yourself a favor. Don't get back up.
Do you know a good strat for 4-player on this map? This. You just have all 4 players alternate resonators, and then all of you fly up at the same time. Yeah, that's also true. For early rounds, camp in the area above Speed Cola. Above the courthouse. Would it be more feasible to play Resonators in the tunnel? No, because, like, remember, anytime anyone has to replace their Resonator, they have to leave the tunnel. So you'd have to coordinate to all leave and then come back in. But, like, when you're doing that, you're just gonna get so many spawns all over the place, it just kind of becomes ridiculous. You can't have 4 Wonder Weapons? Yes, but you don't need... You have one player fly up all 4. As I just explained. All 4 of you fly up at the same time, and then all 4 of you get a Resonator.
I'm just gonna leave this here for now. Yeah, these freaks are screwing around.
Alright, I need more music. Summer video game music. Sure. Hey, blind man. Sunshine is off rip. How can we fly? All 4 of you stand next to the person with the paralyzer, and the paralyzer will shoot at the ground, and then all 4 of you jump at the same time. And better yet, like, if the person with the paralyzer stands up here and just shoots down like this, it will create a stream where all 4 of you can jump up. Oh, shit. Fuck off, man. Well, you can't all get the paralyzer. I know that you can with glitches, but I'm not encouraging that. Oh, and it increased. And then to go for the turbine, fly everyone up, and then have 3 players distract the zombies by just kind of, like, training here. Oh, fuck. Oh, great. Okay. Have 3 players train here to distract the zombies while the paralyzer player gets the turbine. Alright, great. Please stop distracting me now. Yeah, I have all the perma perks. Well, all the ones that matter.
Right off your feet that time.
There's no insta-kill rounds on Black Ops 2. Can you see the kills, please? It's actually pissing me the fuck off when it does that shit. How long is this round? A few more minutes.
I think Regnal Hutch was looking for this earlier. I wonder why. You feeling the boom?
Would it ruin the hype if every round was insta-kill after 163? No. It would be slightly less interesting, but I think it would feel like even more of a reward that more people would want to go for. What's a good map to go for first round 100? Which game? Black Ops 1, 2, 3, 4. BO1 or BO2? Ascension, I think, is a good place to start. Yeah, the in-game timer is nice. It helps you to know, like, you can tell how long your previous round was, which kind of tells you approximately how long the next round will be. Little things like that. It's a nice little indicator. Hey, Ozman. Hey, Ben. How's it going? I think the round should be over any minute.
Don't get back up.
Yeah, the subwoofer's infinite damage. First stream, welcome. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, mob tends to be a long one. It's around 8 hours. Can be long. It depends how many downs you take, really. But yeah, it is nice to know. This is the end of the round. How far am I going tonight? A couple more rounds. We'll see. I don't know. Round 190. It's a big number.
I think Regnal Hut was
10 to 12 hours. That sounds about right. Depends how well you run it. It depends how good you get the trap timings down. It depends how many downs you take. Oh, shit. Yeah, 35-minute rounds doesn't feel any easier. But we're getting close to 200. I'd like to believe either the next time I stream, or if not, then definitely the stream after that, I will be on round 200. Currently in the hospital waiting on your son to be born. Congratulations. Meowser, thank you for the slightly less than 69 jewels. That's very exciting. And you're here and you're not with your partner, who I'd imagine has a really difficult job. I guess that depends if you're doing like a C-section or it increased again. I did not play a lot of multiplayer and campaign. I guess, you know, Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3, I did play a lot of multiplayer. Black Ops 1, slightly less, but also yes. Campaign, no. And anything after Black Ops 3, I barely touched multiplayer. Should be excited. That's extremely good news. Always exciting. You may have a transit game. I think you have a transit game. Although, funnily enough, the Mark II on transit is, like, less necessary. It does help with making the early rounds a lot faster. And you can boost yourself through the fog, which is nice. If Origins had Mustang and Sally, would that make the map easier? Not necessarily. Mustang and Sally would be a really good insta-kill weapon, and it would negate the use of the War Machine, but then it wouldn't be a good Panzer weapon. What round am I going to? This stream, I don't know. I'm probably going to play for another hour or two. I'll see how I'm feeling. I usually don't play for longer than 3 hours, and it's been 2, but, like, I'll see what I'm feeling up to. Maybe if I set myself up to be in a position where I know next stream I can hit round 200, that would be pretty cool. But, like, we'll see. Not going anywhere anytime soon. Mark II does make the very early rounds in Transit very easy. You can do a lot more training and not using the jet gun for the first, like, 40-something rounds, which saves quite a bit of time, actually. How do you get better with acid at a mob? Depends what sorts of situations exactly you're getting fucked over on. I would kind of have to see to... So much smaller than it looks in the videos. I feel like it's pretty big. Because remember, you can go all the way down to where that, like, far away spawn is. The one closest to the lava on the left. Like, and when you run all the way down there, it's a big area. Love the original content. Thank you. Do I like the jet gun? I do like the jet gun. I like it quite a bit. Yeah, this buried game has been fun, and it's turning into a little bit more of a science experiment at this point, but still, I just want to keep pushing and just play my best. Those child max is going to go over 50,000 any moment now, and that's what concerns me. I want that to take as long as possible. Yeah. If you had one map to play... Matsko, I got that on a second level. See, I read your comment, Matsko, and I was like, yeah, it's because my viewers are all children. And then I went, no, one of my viewers is literally increasing the number of children right now. If you had one map to play forever, which one would it be? Moon. And if I had one game to play ever, which would it be? Black Ops 1. That question is just a very fancy way of asking what my favorite map in game is.
Got knocked right off your feet that time.
Would is there anyone that has a favorite map, but when asked the question of what map would you choose to play if you had to play one forever, it's not their favorite map? Are we winning? I feel like I'm winning. I hope I'm winning. I don't know. I'm getting paranoid. I'm feeling very paranoid. Yeah, it is a new PB. My highest round on Black Ops 2 by quite a bit. Moon has always been my favorite. Literally since it came out. I've never had another map come out since then that I was like, this is my new favorite. Revelations was pretty fun when it first came out. I liked how easy it was. I remember, like, telling my friend the day it came out. It was one of my friends who, like, didn't really play Black Ops 3 because Shadows of Evil was way too off-putting. But I was like, yeah, there's a new map that came out that's actually sick, and I just got to around 87 in like 2 hours, and it was the day it launched. Imagine how I would have reacted back then. I thought that was big, that I, like, almost got to round 100 the day it came out. And did it in, like, 2 hours. Imagine how I would have reacted if I had told myself, oh yeah, in the future, people are gonna get to round 999 in 5 days. Round 900. Oh. Okay. Thanks, Flopper. Round 900 is gonna take 4 days. It increased by a lot. It's like, I'm getting concerned, actually. It's over 50,000 now. Because the problem is it's increased by over 500 in less than 2 hours, and that's actually bad. That's really bad. That's concerning. And that we don't know what's causing it. What's my favorite Leroy interaction? The couch? It's something to do with buildables, but we don't know what. It can't be the couch because it was happening before I opened the couch. I don't know what my favorite Leroy interaction is.
Oh, I'll get to you all eventually.
Yes, it did.
It's a turbine. Like one from the
I guess technically I could have waited.
oh, I'm just gonna leave this here for now.
Oh, shit.
Feeling the boom?
Hello. I could have waited because I was one round away from the lights turning back on, but I was like, I don't need to chance anything.
Song you're good for.
Thank you for the 10 jewels. Appreciate it.
Got knocked right off your feet that time. I think Regnal Hutch was looking for this earlier. I wonder why. Got knocked right off your feet that time.
Missed the subwoofers counter. I had to turn it off, unfortunately. Hey, Salisky. I'm not on speedrun pace right now, and now I'm growing increasingly concerned that I'm not even on pace.
I know you felt it.
Because my fucking child's is increasing like a motherfucker, and we don't know why. It could be a situation where I halt all of my buried playing until I figure this out.
But I know you felt it. Do yourself a favor. Don't get back up.
But not yet. Got your first reset on DE, no AATs, no gums, 2 players. Shit, what round did you get to? How long is reset on DE? It's kind of low, right? It's like 60 something hours.
I'm just gonna leave this here for now.
Why are these guys so far away? I can't be dealing with that.
I want misty time, huh?
I would... fuck. Why? I would say Die Rise is the easiest 100 on BO2, that is. Not of all time. Because Die Rise is really fast.
Got knocked right off your feet that time.
Hardest round 100? I don't know.
You'll ever see
Depends on the player.
the merrier.
180? Holy shit.
Right off your feet that time.
Wait, Void Bow lowers the reset.
Feeling the boom?
It's a long game. How often are you running traps? Hey, how's it going? Just got off your shift, I imagine, Jerry? Check out your... I saw the picture. That actually looks sick. I feel bad for not recognizing what character it was, because I like a lot of those guys look the same.
Don't get back up.
Very rude of me, I know. But it looked awesome. It looked like a lot of fun. It looked like a... Okay, I was right. I was gonna say it looked like a Belmont. I wasn't crazy. But I didn't want to get it wrong. I was gonna say it was a Belmont. Okay, cool. So I did recognize it. I should know. Started using bow with church trap to extend ammo around 120. Started using death ray when you missed a max. You missed a max? Oh no. Still, that's a crazy game. Yeah, that's true, because tram fuse is part of the cycle, right? Were you... I'd imagine you actually were using a lot of tram fuses, right? Or were you not? I feel like that would be a specifically good use case for the tram fuse. Is there no build? Is there a no buildable high round for this map? There is, I believe there's a no buildable community leaderboard, I think. You only got 4 all game. That's really unlucky. You don't know, like, I'm assuming the tram itself doesn't, like, progress. The tram doesn't progress the drop cycle or, like, give you the next drop in the cycle, does it? Or it's just totally random drop? If you only got 4 all game, if you were using every tram fuse, which I guess for a majority of the early game you wouldn't. But at a certain point, like, you would want to use almost all of them, right? Moha, thanks for the sub. 7 all the way to 13. 9.5 sounds like, wouldn't 10 be the expected average? 10 would be the expected average, so 9.5 is decent, but, like, slightly better than expected, right? Yeah, hitting the later you hit your 7s, the better, of course. Those are the ones that matter. You don't want all the 7s right at the beginning and then 13s. New to the channel, been loving the content? Thank you, I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, fuck off. I'm not hitting the box. Yeah, it's just QR, Jug, Speed, Cola, Stamina. Those are the only 4 perks that are open. So it's just those 4. Hey, Zeus, man. How's it going? Locking QR might be meta for Transit 255. You don't have to worry about reset, do you? When you say locking, I'm assuming you mean, like, taking all the downs right at the beginning of the game. So you have no machine. Hey, Acid Art. Just got around 86 on Origins. Nice! Yeah, that... Origins can be tricky. In the sense that, like, everything can be going well, but you mess up the timing once and you just get clapped. Oh, shit.
I'll get to you all eventually. It's probably best to just
What's Nuketown's reset time? Nuketown's reset time is 180 hours, but if you pick up any fire sale at any point in the game, then it, like, lowers the reset by a lot. You can reset if you get a 3-minute bus at farm. What is the meta to restart for an ideal farm bus time so that it's like a minute, or is it just the sort of thing that you just do bus skip as often as possible and just pray? Well, first, you don't want fire sales at all. When I say lower, I mean like less than 180 hours by a lot. You can't pick up a single fire sale the entire game. But also, like, if you get a first box, that's what you really want. You want a first box for the beginning of the game. Does Speed Cola help with the jet gun, or is it just the Mustang and YouTube? Speed Cola does not increase the jet gun cooldown time. Or decrease the cooldown time, rather. You want to see 100 on Nuketown? Well, technically, it's been done just with Fast Ray. You just play 60 hours of bus skip, then 40 hours of playing with the bus stops, then... Oh. Wait, why do you not do bus skip the whole game? The next high round strategy is going to be Call of the Dead. Doesn't count. Yeah, but it happened. It did count at one point. It counted when he played it. Oh, I see. Interesting. That makes sense. Very, very interesting how Black Ops 2 is all about avoiding all of the specific errors. Yeah, Mobs is crazy. I saw that, was it Chris Voltage, or was it someone else? I thought it was Chris Voltage was, like, playing Fan Trap and, like, trying to avoid despawns by looking at that one specific spot every 10 seconds. He played Warden's Office too long. I know it was him, or was it someone else that was doing, like... They were doing, like, Warden's Office at the beginning of every round, and then they switched. Like, switched every round. I can't remember if it was... I thought it was Chris Voltage. It was him? Okay, yeah. It's unfortunate that he had to quit. But again, very fascinating how much we're learning about this game over time. Stop hitting me. Please. Why are you here? Your childs are going up from hitting box and letting weapon go down. Yes, but Mole Man was doing that in his game, and it didn't increase nearly as much as it did for him. Voltrade, he also had Voltrade starting on 156, and it didn't increase nearly as much as it is for me. I still don't know why it's increasing so much, and we're trying to figure it out. Zio was saying it has something to do with buildables, but we don't know what. But either way, I am officially in scared territory. I did open the Speed Cola couch, and it didn't affect anything, other than, I guess, my reset time, but that doesn't matter. Why not just play a few rounds of Trample towards the end? Because that probably won't fix the problem, and because the saloon is fully open, so nowhere for me to play Trample. I'm more interested in just finding out what the problem is and fixing it.
It's a turbine, like the ones in the town.
I can't guarantee that my child's won't go up, because we still don't know what's causing it right now, so... Right now, it's kind of praying, we're kind of praying that I just make it to 255 regardless, but I'm going less and less confident with every increase that I see. And again, the increase is so great, despite the fact that the conditions are otherwise the same as the other games. What's something I learned about Buried only after playing it for hundreds of hours that completely changed how I play the map? Only after playing it for hundreds of hours? I don't know, because I've been playing this way for as long as I've been playing Buried, pretty much. What happens when it reaches max? My game ends. And I don't want that to happen. I want to get to 255. It went up again. Yeah, and I'm already hitting concerning levels. Nice, Kyle. That's awesome. Glad to hear that it worked out. Oh my god! Please! Why? Why do you use that exact camping spot instead of the other viable spots? Which other viable spot? it went up again.
But I know you felt it. Do yourself a favor. Don't get back up. Do yourself a favor. Don't get back up. I know I'm a bit sneaky, but it ain't no worse than when I was.
No, it can't be because of that. New PB tonight? Did you just said before you hit a PB. What round did you get to? Or are you still in the game? Again, okay, chat, if we're going to suggest things that could be causing the error, it has to be things that were different in my game versus Moleman's. He was also using a custom paralyzer texture. Died on 44? Hey, that's a big improvement. Slowly but surely, you will get there. Trust. Round should be kind of close to over. YouTube's been doing that. YouTube translated yo the other day. Like, somebody typed in yo and it, like, auto-translated it to hey. And I was like, what? Like, top... There's no other spots that are as good as this at all. Top of the saloon is not viable in the slightest. Because remember, it has to be somewhere close to the buildable tables. You need to be able to quickly replace your resonator and turbine. Is the reset for BO1 different from World at War Doris? Yes. By how much? I don't remember. I don't think reset matters as much on World at War Doris. That's the end of the round.
Probably best to just sit here for now. Right off your feet that time.
I might do 1 or 2 more rounds. We'll see. Hey, Wuston. Great, I have grenades. If you made it to 86, you'll get to 100 in no time. I've definitely done that, Matsko. Quite a bit. Saloon strat is a lot slower, yes. You're on round 90 on BO1 Moon? Oh, you're in the home stretch. You'll be there in no time. Any idea what map will be next? Call of the Dead. Yeah, Call of the Dead would be fun. It increased by 3! Okay, I'm baffled why it's increasing so much. Out of nowhere. Is it because I'm looking at it? You know what? Shit. I'll check at the end of the round.
I wonder why. Do yourself a favor. Don't get back up.
I don't want to think about it.
Feeling the boom?
Well, see, watch. This is how we're gonna find out, like... Oh, the reason it's been increasing is because I have it on screen. What was increasing is the child variables, and we don't know why. Solo or co-op? I'm gonna do both, actually. Alright, we'll think about it at the end of the round. Call the Dead guide when? Soon, trust. To be fair, if I can't figure out what's causing this error on Buried soon, what I might do is I genuinely might just pause hard, sit on this game for a little bit, let people do some testing and figure out what can be fixed, and while that's going on, I can work on Call of the Dead and just have this game ready for when I'm ready to continue. Could be the move. How many consoles do I have? PC, I have an Xbox 360, a PS4, and a PS5. But Call of the Dead, I'm just gonna play on PC with this still open. Does it happen on other BO2 maps or just Buried? That's a question I can't exactly answer because I don't think you know what it is. And I don't know what it is either. So I don't know. Like, if you're asking, do other maps crash? Yeah, BO2 has crashing issues. Every map. But I don't know what you're asking. Fuck off with the... Oh my god. Get off the Fresonator, man. One day we'll have the answer. 255 will be a walk in the park. We did have the answer. The problem is, I was the one who was walking to 255 and going, hey, that's unusual. My game is not acting the same way that the other people who successfully got to 255 before me. Like, something's wrong. Something's very wrong with my game specifically. What am I doing different? We don't know.
Guys form a gang or something?
How long do I stream for? 3 hours on average. Do I have a streaming schedule? No, I just stream when I'm feeling up to it. At some point, I'll make a schedule, maybe, but it depends on my work schedule, and my work schedule's constantly changing, so...
Right off your feet that time.
Exactly, Matsuko. $191 used to be my PB on Revelations. One of my highest rounds on Revelations was 191, and then I crashed. And then I got to 191 again. And then I got to 198. What do I do for work? I'm a CPR and lifeguarding instructor for the American Red Cross. And then, additionally, I'm also a professional musician.
Probably best.
If I had consistent 300 viewers, would it pay enough to go full-time? It's not about how many viewers I have on average. It's a little bit about how much money they give me. And it's also a lot about how many of those viewers are watching my long-form content and how many views that gets. Like, Wonderful does it full-time, but it's because of his videos. He gets, on average, either the same or sometimes less viewers than I do. Would I ever go full-time? No, I won't quit my day job. Not that I don't want to do YouTube full-time. It's actually that I just love my day job too much. I would like to do both if I had the option. I don't want to quit my other job. Do you think you can copy a map's Easter egg song IRL? It depends what you mean by copy. I don't play guitar, so
I'm just gonna leave this here for now.
that kind of knocks out a lot of songs. I can do covers. What did you miss? Not much.
Oh, damn, it's all you're good for.
Shadows of Evil Classified, those are ones I can definitely do better covers of. Again, it's like, I don't sing, I don't play trombone, I don't play piano. But like, can I play the melody to Snakeskin Boots on my saxophone already? Yes. Can I play the saxophone solo towards the end of Snakeskin Boots on my tenor sax? Yes. Can I do it from memory? Yes. Can I play the clarinet solo? Yeah, if I practiced it. I don't know it.
Do yourself a favor.
Can I sing? I can sing in a choir. I can't. I'm not a solo singer. I don't have the voice for it. I do have perfect pitch, but perfect pitch does not automatically mean you're good at singing.
Do yourself a favor. Don't get back up.
What's my PB on Knocked BO1? Like 37? I've barely high rounded that map. And I can't say I'm looking forward to eventually having to do it either.
Right off your feet that time. You may not have seen it, but I know you felt it.
Can I recognize a chord progression just listening to a song? Yes. Not necessarily instantly. A lot of times when I listen, I'm listening to a lot of things at once, but like, if I repeated a section a couple times, I would be able to figure out the chords. Should play some of my instruments sometimes. I do often for people in real life. Just not necessarily on stream yet.
I'm just gonna leave
Maybe I'll do some YouTube shorts and record some stuff. Is the Wonder Weapon on D Machine good for high rounds? No, it crashes your game, actually. Yes, I listen to a lot of Japanese jazz fusion. I'm a big fan of the group Dimension. Takanaka, yes. Cassiopeia, one of my friends told me about them. I've listened to some of their stuff.
yourself a favor. Don't get back up. You may not
Yeah, Noctis just takes a lot of patience.
feeling the boom.
It's a similar determination that I have for this, Tyrell, in a different sense. This game, like, I haven't ever been concerned that I was gonna game over. Yeah, Dimension's great.
Yourself a favor. Don't get back up.
It's important to sort of keep your mind active and focused. Weirdly, similar skills. What specifically do I think should be tested? I have no idea. I've been talking to Zio and I've been talking to Mole Man, who have been just kind of analyzing my script usage log files. They believe it's something with the buildables, but we don't know what, and we don't know why. One thing I would like you to test is... I'll show you in a second. Does opening the couch that is on top of the bank, does opening this couch matter? Because it was increasing like crazy before I opened the couch, and I thought, fuck, is it because I have the couch closed? And then I opened the couch, and it's still increasing like crazy. I don't know if it's increasing more because of that, or if it doesn't actually matter. But that'd be the next thing. Great. Appreciate it, game. Thanks. I'm so glad I figured out this War Machine tech and I can so consistently get it to break, which I can't. Which is losing me hours at this point.
It's a turbine, like the one from the town.
You know what? Fuck it. How much War Machine do I have left? Ah, no. I should just keep doing what I've been doing. Please don't be hitting that turbine when I look up there.
Yourself a favor.
Fuck you.
Get back up.
Actually, fuck you.
You may not have seen it, but I know you felt it. Feeling the boom? Falling down is all you're good for. Ugh. Feeling the boom? Feeling the boom?
I'm not gonna do that, Chris. Until it sounds perfect. I don't even know what that means.
Probably best to just
Because first of all, it's worth mentioning, chat's not gonna know the difference. For the most part. They'll know if I suck on purpose, but... Transit intro song would be fire. That's all guitar, I believe. Thank you, Tyrell. I appreciate that. I will say, of the 15 maps that I've covered so far in the series, Verrückt was the most satisfying to finally get done. Like, I felt a real sense of accomplishment from doing Verrückt. What's my goal? At least round 200. I wanted a 255. Now this game is becoming a little bit more of a science experiment at this point to see if I'll make it. And we're trying to figure out why I'm having trouble and what might stop me. And hopefully it can not stop me. Hopefully. We don't know. Yeah, they do super sprint on World at War Verrückt, but luckily the map isn't terribly difficult. It isn't terribly easy either, but world record is round 255. Tied by 4 people. Yeah, the speed cooler room, like, I sucked at it at first, and then slowly with practice, I got better and better and better and more consistent and more consistent. And the nice thing is, I feel like it is the type of skill that once you get it, you have it. I bet if I booted up a game of Verrückt right now, I could consistently get to like round 30, 35 without ticking it down. Doesn't Voltrade cause a crash? Nope. Although, don't get me wrong, I wish I didn't have it. I'm on local. Well, I'm on plutonium, so, like, it's different. BO3 Verrückt is the most simple. That's kind of an understatement. BO3 Verrückt is actually quite a difficult map. I guess the early rounds are more simple. If we're comparing it to World at War and Black Ops 1. Yeah, Nathan, listen, it is a little fascinating in some ways, seeing these 999s come out and how quickly people figure them out, but also at the same time, blame Treyarch. There's this weird ongoing debate, for whatever reason, about, oh, are the new games actually easier? Yes, they're actually easier. Like, they're way easier. They're completely unbalanced. We know this because people are maxing out the map in 5 days. Like, again, Rex Infernus is a map that nobody has ever seen or played before. Ever. Prior to 4 days ago. And tomorrow, somebody's going to get to the maximum round. It's going to take 5 days. I believe this is the fastest someone has hit the round cap on Modern Zombies. After that, not only is this the fastest 999, it's the fastest after a map launches. For the World at War maps, I originally had round 1,000 in mind. I think for Shinonuma I'll go to 1,000. I think for the others I'm just gonna kind of go to at least 163 and just kind of see how far I can go. Yeah, I thought Widow's Wine was going to be broken. Turns out Widow's Wine is kind of tame at the end of the day. The fucking Echo 12. And even if not the Echo 12, the Mustang and Sally's. And even if not that, the new Wonder Weapon's still pretty good. And even if not that, just spam Casimir's. Because you can.
Do yourself a favor. Don't get back up.
Shatter their will.
Tyrell, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it.
Feeling the boom?
Well, Black Ops 1 will never hit round cap because there is none, but let's assume you mean, like, yes, it hasn't even hit 255, and it is possible to hit 255 on Moon. It's possible to go above 255 on Black Ops 1 Moon. It just hasn't been done because it's a, you know, it's a relatively difficult map. Not that the strategy itself is hard, but it requires 78 hours of precise gameplay and good luck.
Don't you go getting any ideas?
Because of reset? Well, sure, but like, I stand by, even if reset didn't exist, high rounds would still be difficult, world records would still be competitive. It's a weird alternate world to think about, but like, again, it's like, we can't boil it down to just, oh, Black Ops 1 has a reset and Black Ops 7 doesn't because of save and quit. Because at the end of the day, no, like, people aren't hitting round 1,000 5 days after the maps came out. People aren't even killing the equivalent number of zombies in a single game 5 days after the maps came out. Knocked BO1 Duo, that would not be interesting or entertaining at all. Does BO1 have a theoretical round cap? The answer is 2,147,000,000, etc., etc. 2 to the 31st minus 1 is the round cap on BO1. But nobody will ever get there. Like, obviously.
But I know you felt it.
It's only possible with mods. What's funny, though, is it would take longer for you to get to round 100,000. Or I guess more accurately, it's like 150,000 or something? It would take longer for you to get to that round than it would for you to go from that round to round 2 billion.
Probably best to just
Because it's like 100, I don't remember the exact number. It's like 154,000 something. Once you hit that round, zombies just stop spawning because the formula to calculate the number of zombies per round just overflows and breaks. And so the number of zombies per round is 0 and every round just auto skips.
I read pretty bad.
With the new round 100 Call the Dead strat, what round is possible now? When you say the new strat, are you talking about the one that I'm gatekeeping? Wait, what? Oh, fuck. Am I high? I could have sworn I just saw no turbine in this room. Am I fucking losing? I looked, there was no turbine.
It's a turbine, like the ones in the town.
Okay, I'll take a one-hit trade.
Yeah, let's take the roof off of this place. This your strategy now?
So, I mean, with my strategy, the theoretical max is probably somewhere in the 150s. But with the current world record strategy, the theoretical max is probably at least 110. Probably 115 is not out of the question. Maybe? I don't actually know. Depends a lot. But also, there is another variation to discuss, which is glitch both ceiling spawns. 113 is out of the question? Okay, never mind. Which is the other consideration is glitch both ceiling spawns and just run straight up to window, distract all the zombies in one, board up the other, which allows you to extend your VR ammo a lot more. It's also currently banned, but I don't care about currently banned. I care about theoretical max. 126? Alright. And then with my strat, it's like, you could probably get to 150. My strat has a lot of asterisks attached to it, but, you know. So does every strategy on the map, in a sense. Varying levels of... Hitting the box does contribute to the child error, but not so much, like, not to the levels that I'm seeing in my current game. Like, the levels that I'm seeing in my game are, like, super abnormal. Not, you think not 150? Because I'm also considering, like, what if you did what I did, but also, you kill George every time he shows up, and, like, use the waff into the windows to, like, speed up the rounds. And you glitch out as many windows as possible so that you get, like, as little movement. Oh, with killing George, you say 146? Alright. Have I revealed my 150 strat? Not yet, but that's the next video that I'm working on. I'm gonna do that one first, because I have a way that I want to frame the video, which is I'm gonna talk about, hey, you all asked me to get to round 100 on Call of the Dead. Welp, here you go. This is what you asked for. And I'm gonna showcase, like, okay, this is how I got to 138 on Call of the Dead, and this is how you all can too. Like, this is replicable in every game. Anyone can do this. I'm not kidding, right? How many hours for round 100 on Call of the Dead? Mine was like 30 something. I don't remember exactly. I have to double check. And then I'm gonna talk about, like, okay, is this allowed? Obviously not. Why obviously not? Because I literally set up the strategy, then I started playing Balatro, then I left. And it's like, am I playing the game if I'm literally not even playing the game? You know. And I'm gonna kind of joke about that. And then be like, listen, and for anyone who still thinks, oh, but what if I submitted it to leaderboards anyway? I also lost some of the footage. Funnily enough, I lost like 9 rounds worth of footage in the middle because the stream cut out while I was sleeping, and I didn't notice because I was sleeping, and so I had to fix it, and I lost, like, I think it was like 9 rounds of footage, or maybe a little more. I just don't have. But then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk about all that, talk about the setup, and talk about, okay, so what's the point of this? And I'm going to kind of go into a conversation where I say, hey, it would be cool if zombies had an any % category. Wustin, thank you for the channel membership. I appreciate it.
What saith their God?
Where the point of an any % category isn't necessarily, like, isn't entirely about competition. It is to a certain extent depending on the map. But it is basically, okay, all glitches allowed, everything that's in the game, use at your disposal. The only thing you can't do is use mods. What is the absolute ceiling? Like, within the confines of the code, what is the ceiling of every map, right? And not every map would need an any % category. Like, Like some maps just don't have any major glitches that would actually help you, for the most part. But talk about like, okay, you know, what if we played on older patches? What if we use glitches where you could hold 10 weapons? What if you held 3 stabs at a time on Origins? That actually wouldn't even help you that much at all, but that's a whole separate conversation. What if we allowed Fast Ray in an any percent category? What if we allowed glitching spawns in an any percent category? What if we allowed fucking Electric Burst mod in an any percent category? We could also just allow that in the normal category. But, you know, what if we got rid of the round cap and we allowed round robin and power vacuum? I don't know. Like, I'm just throwing ideas out there. What if we allowed round skipping on Moon? Some of these would be very boring. Don't get me wrong, right? I don't want to spend 78 hours teleporting over and over again on Moon. Do one of you want to spend 78 hours teleporting over and over again on Moon? Maybe. I'm not going to stop you. Right? And so that's kind of where I want the end of the video to go, is like talk about, hey, this is cool, and I think it's interesting, even though I'm not trying to say, oh, I'm competing with the world record here, I have the world record. Like, I'm not claiming the world record because I got to 138 on Call of the Dead. It is, like, strictly speaking, it is the highest round ever achieved without any mods. I just used a lot of glitches, like... But like, I think it's cool. I think it's fun to break the maps in unexpected ways. And I think a lot of times what ends up happening is when we try to break the maps in unexpected ways, we end up finding cool new technology that might even work out just in the regular categories every once in a while, you know? And then, so that's basically what the entire video is gonna be. How I did it, how you can do it too, why I think it's cool. Say, hey, any percent category should be a thing. Alright, good night, Waston. And then at the very end of the video, I'm gonna look at the camera. Hold on, I'll show you. My lights are off right now in the room, which is why it's so dark. But I'm gonna look at the camera. Here, one sec. I'll reenact it. Alright, I promise I don't live in a cave. I'm gonna look at the camera and be like, listen, I know that you guys think I'm using this as a cop-out to not show you how to get to round 100 on Call of the Dead legitimately. So, and I'm basically just gonna be like, by the way, I've gotten to round 100 twice, legitimately, on co-op. Why is co-op easier? Because of the VR11. And then I'm gonna be like, listen, in my next video, I'm gonna show you all the co-op strategy and tell you all how you can get to round 100 with your friend very easily. And then in the video after that, I will also talk about solo and talk about how round 100 is possible, why it's very difficult, and how you guys can get to a reasonable round, like, I don't know, round 70. Sound good? I promise. That's what it's gonna be like. That's like, okay, if you want a spoiler for what the entire video is gonna be, I just explained it. Like, that's what the whole video is gonna be, start to finish. I just have to write the script and just do the editing. That's really it. It's not going to take long. I already have all the footage that I need. Which is why I've been so, like, just killing time on Buried and not even, not even, like, immediately jump into Call of the Dead. But I think the video will be cool. I think any percent category would be fun. In some instances. I wonder why they put in a round cap after BO1. Mostly just so they don't have to store this number as a 32-bit integer. They can store it as an 8-bit integer, and it saves a little space. They put it on BO2 to save space. Killing too many with one shot of Resonator? But why would that be happening to me and not to Mole Man? Try to place the res as soon as I drop. Like, I feel like I can't do it any faster than I already am for the most part. I could try to place it at an angle. Like, Mole Man was kind of placing it diagonal like this. I don't think it makes a difference. I didn't think it made a difference. Like, it was still leaking like crazy when I did that. Maybe? I could try. I don't know. Let's finish this round. This round only has a few minutes left. And then I'll turn on the scary number again. Has Plutonium solved the issue with Max Child? We are working on it. Plutonium itself is not the solution. Plutonium just allows you to track it easily. The solution is what we have figured out through testing. Wait. Hermetrics. Did Mole Man have graphic content on or off? Do you know? Because I know that when he plays Transit, he turns it off. But that's Transit. You assume on? I bet there's a way to tell, which is, like, if he had it off, wouldn't there be no blood effects? Oh yeah, you could also check his low rounds. Because I wonder, maybe, probably not, but maybe. It's like the blood spawning. Yeah, that's true. If you had it off, you're right. Because I also think, like, there would be no blood spawning whenever I resonate. There's no way. There's no way it's that. But that'd be crazy if it was. I should be pretty close to the end of the round. My rounds are like 35 minutes each. Ah, shit. I forgot to reload. Thanks. Appreciate it. Turn around. Hit the fucking... Thank you.
It's a turbine, like the ones in the town. What are you banging into? Got knocked right off your feet that time.
He definitely had it on? Okay. So it's not that.
Feeling the boom? Feeling the boom? Got knocked right off your feet that time. It's probably best to just sit here for now. Do yourself a favor. Don't get back up.
This round, almost. Maybe. Should be. Any second now? Yes. Yes. Alright, let's turn on the scary number. Okay, yeah, okay, this is, I'm hitting a point where I cannot even continue this game. It increased by 200 this round. It was at 110 at the beginning of the round. 5110. Like, that's a major problem. Like, I don't even trust continuing right now. This is the stream. Hold on. This is the stream at the very beginning. So it was like, what, 38 something? So at 38 and 18, 38, 18 to 41.20. So let's say 3 hours. 3 hours, it increased from 49,533 to 53,47. So this much in 3 hours is this much per hour. And if I have 50 hours left and it's increasing by this much, I am cutting it really fucking close. And that's assuming that everything stays constant and it doesn't increase even more. Because this is way more than it was even last stream. Like, last stream, it increased by less. I'm approaching dangerous territory here. What do you miss? Not much. I'm on 192. And that's assuming it does take me like 90 hours and I didn't kill way too much time. Like, I am in really dangerous territory if I'm looking at potentially adding this much more between now and 255. Where does that put me? Like, we gotta figure this out. Especially considering, look at my GSC threads. Compared to... Here, so, like, this was Vano's game. And look how many GSC threads he has at the end of 186. No, it does not, Ozman. He only has 1,200, and I'm sitting at 1,900. Like, where is this coming from? And he's only at 44,000 max childs. Meanwhile, mine increased by 1,000 this stream. Or, like, 800 this stream. Not only just 800 this stream, fucking 200 in one round. One round was 30-something minutes. Like, we're in the danger zone at this point. Here's Moleman's. Sitting at, like, 660 GSC threads, 45 at round 188. Like, what's going on? Why? Anyway. I might call it. It is 1 in the morning, and I've been playing for 3.5 hours. I think I might call it. It's such an annoying issue, especially knowing, like, I don't know what I'm doing differently than everybody else. You just use ChatGPT to hallucinate nothing? No, that's not gonna help. Have you looked it up? Google's not going to know the answer. ChatGPT knows even less than Google. Like, this is... I'm talking to the people who would know more than that. Google's not... that like... that's not how this works. Google doesn't know. Google would find... good like... Anyway, I'm gonna get going. I'm getting tired. Apparently the people you're talking to don't either, so why would you expect ChatGPT to? Because the people I'm talking to are the ones who figured out how to make 255 possible. And they're also the ones that are analyzing my script usage and trying to figure out the solution. So... Alright, let me get going. Talk to you all soon. I'm probably going to stream tomorrow and we'll keep picking away. Alright, good night, everyone.